everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober? And what's this dark-skinned thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism and called herself the dark skin activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist, built from the ground up the dark skin activist platform into a global brand. Facts about Rashida. Rashida Strober is the originator, creator, architect of the dark skin platform. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark skin activism with a speech about the dark skinned Sudanese model Alek Wek at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring her one-woman play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida built the first dark skin website. Also in 2009, Rashida brought the first dark skin platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark skin show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept, the paradigm of Darkism. That's right, Darkism, meaning the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And she wrote and published the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, the book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history by appearing on TV as the first to bring the dark skin platform to the masses by being the first to bring the bullied for a dark-skinned girl narrative to TV when she discussed her play A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge on Bay News 9. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. She is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor Show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all of us have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark skin activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism and darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark skin activist Rashida Strober, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Strober Donkey of the Day for being the dark skin activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another woman on Sonetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by her stellar record that stems back to 1998 when she built the first dark skin platform called Dark Skin Activism. queenofdarkskin.com. Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. What's up, y'all? It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. The queen of dark skin, Rashida Strober. The woman who put dark skin on the map, Rashida Strober. The first woman in history to create the first dark skin platform, Rashida Strober. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna give you guys a moment to realize that I am here, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm hoping that my my battery does not go dead. Okay, but I got my thing over here, my plug over here. So I'm kind of just bear with me. I'm just giving people a chance to realize I'm here before I get going to saying what I got to say. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Remember to go visit my website, queenofdarkskin.com. I'm just here at home chilling, relaxing, getting prepared for tonight. I'm supposed to be doing a interview or a discussion on the Star Chamber. I don't know if you guys are aware of what the Star Chamber is, but all you got to do is go to YouTube and type in the Star Chamber. The Star Chamber. So I talked to Star yesterday, and he asked me about whether or not I had heard about Kanye West's interview with Charlamagne from the Breakfast Club. Okay, I hadn't, and so I went ahead and I've watched the interview at least about 3-4 times. In fact, as I've been cleaning up and making my tea and whatnot, I've been re-listening to the interview. Okay, so tonight, probably around, excuse me, I'm always talking, so my voice is kind of hoarse. So tonight, probably around 9 o'clock, and I'm just kind of like letting y'all know. Tonight, probably around 9 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to be on the Star Chamber talking about Kanye West and this interview. Let me sit down here. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Good morning, Melvin. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. And that noise y'all hear upstairs, that is the washing machine going. I'm multitasking this morning, doing a lot of things this morning. Hold on a second, y'all.
It's my place in the universe. I've just been distracted.
Man, I just every time I watch this video or this interview with Charlamagne and Kanye West, see, honestly, I wouldn't have even watched this stuff, to be honest with y'all, if Star hadn't contacted me and asked me about it. I'm gonna be honest, because it's painful to watch these as a dark-skinned black woman. I can only speak for myself as Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, the queen of dark skin. Y'all, it is difficult for me to sit up here and listen to these successful, I'm looking for my thing. Hold on, y'all. It's difficult for me to sit up here and listen to these successful black men speak about their success and knowing that they have pretty much sold out their own women. That is painful to me. That's painful. I'm telling y'all that right now. But again, because I was asked about the interview and asked to come on to the show, of course, I have to watch the interview. And see, when I watch stuff, when I watch interviews, I tend to go all in. I tend to really listen and internalize. And it took a lot. It took a mature effort on my part. Like I said, feeling the way I feel about Kanye West and black men like him who do not like dark-skinned black women. It took a lot for me to sit here and watch this interview. But I watched the interview at least 3 times. I believe that I'm on my 4th time watching it. And one of the things that I just ran across, I seem to run across something different every time I watch the doggone interview. He's talked about meeting with Mark Zuckerberg. And he said that he sent a tweet to Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Facebook, because he had heard that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to meet with him. And then he insinuates that Mark Zuckerberg and other people, other wealthy white people, he's insinuating these things, y'all. There's something called deducing. You listen to what someone says and you can deduce what they're saying based on what the person said. So he talks about Mark Zuckerberg and having a meeting with Mark Zuckerberg. And let me go. I took some notes here so I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I said. Like, this guy is so full of contradictions till it's not even funny. He tweeted Mark Zuckerberg because he says that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to meet with him. He insinuates that Mark Zuckerberg did not help him after meeting with him. Says he was not helped with getting a valuation for his company. Claims he was kept misinformed. Says the valuation of his company was like a slave getting a social security number. Now, these were his exact words. This is a public interview. People are going to have commentary. This is the dark skin activist commentary. I'm going to be talking about a lot of this stuff and more tonight on the Star Chamber, y'all. I need to pull up the Star Chamber. Because again, shout out to the Star Chamber, because the Star Chamber, Star from the Star Chamber is the person that asked me, had I heard about this interview and had asked me to come. But you know, it's like I said, it's so many different things that I pick up on and I read into as I continue to watch this interview and as I continue to do research, and just from a critical thinking point of view, that this man is a walking contradiction. Okay. He talks about this idea of there being one race, and he tries so hard, y'all, to avoid, I'm just looking up Star Chamber real quick, his YouTube channel. He tries to avoid race at every chance he gets. At every chance this man gets, he tries to avoid race. But then he turns right back around and complains. Hold on one second, y'all. He turns right around and complains about race. Kanye West, oh my God, you can't have it both ways, y'all. That's not the only thing. I went through this interview, and I'm going to be talking about this again tonight on the Star Chamber, because I'm not going to go over everything right now. It's a lot. After I get off of here, I'm probably going to go back and listen to the interview again. It's an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm probably going to pick up something else that exposes his contradictions and confusion in regards to race. This guy is confused. This guy is a danger to young black males, as far as I'm concerned. It's another thing I picked up. You don't want to talk about race, but then you pull the race card. You pull the race card constantly. Oh my God. Y'all. Listen, I got my chamomile tea right here. Chamomile tea on deck. Okay? On deck. On deck. Kanye West is a walking contradiction. Kanye West, you're not going to be able to get around race. Even in your own interview about speaking about not wanting to talk about race, you still talk about race. He says one day he's going to become president. Well, Kanye West, what I could tell you right now, if you ever decided to run for president, I would be at the forefront of a campaign against you. And any black woman let's say hypothetically speaking, that this man does decide to run for the president of the United States, which, you know what? He has every right. He has every right in the world, if he feels that he wants to run for the presidency of the United States, go ahead. But I got every right to do everything in my power to campaign against you and your non-black wife. There is no way in hell that I would ever want to see a black man as the president of the United States with a non-black woman in office. There is no way on God's green, and any black woman that would sit there and vote for this man, shameful. Shame on you. But this is the kind of things that this man is saying in this interview. And this is the kind of thing that lets me know that you, my friend, are a danger. You are a danger to young, impressionable black men who are coming up in the world, trying to understand their place in the world in regards to race, in regards to how to just be and operate in the world. You are a disgrace. You are, you know, like I said, he wants to use blackness, but then he doesn't want to use blackness. You can't have it both ways. I have no respect for Kanye West at all. I have zero respect for Kanye West. I mean, you've got this, you sit here and you constantly, and like I said, I'm watching the interview. This is about my 4th time watching this interview, and I'm picking the interview apart. I got a lot to say. I got notes on this interview. I picked it apart, and I deal with details. Okay? Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me. Y'all can say I'm loud. I talk about I'm the first dark skin. I do all that. Yep. But let me tell you what I also do. I come with facts. I come with what you said, Kanye. I'm coming with what you said. Because I'm sitting up here listening to your interview. And this is my 4th time listening to your interview. So it ain't nothing that I'm going to break down to y'all tonight. When I go on the Star Chamber, I believe I just put, hold on, let me go ahead and put the Star Chamber. I'm putting his YouTube there. I'm going to be on the Star Chamber, and we're going to be talking about this interview. It ain't nothing that I'm going to say in this interview that ain't rooted in what you said, Kanye West. What you said, because I only care about facts. I only care about logic. I only care about what comes out of a person's mouth. These are the things that are coming out of your mouth, Kanye West. Ain't nobody making up nothing on you, okay? These are facts that you are spewing out of your mouth. And again, when you deal with what someone says, you also deal with deduction. That's what you deal with. And that's what I'm dealing with here. And like I said, going back to this Mark Zuckerberg comment, and there's a whole lot of comments that he made in regards to race that I find to be completely and utterly contradictory in terms of this whole thing that you're speaking about, trying to dance around race. You can't do that, Kanye West. You can't have it both ways, Kanye West. I'm not going to let you have it both ways. Because I'm going to tear and pick apart exactly what you say in regards to you don't want to speak about race. You want to change the trajectory on race is basically what you're saying. But you're not going to be able to change the trajectory on race. It's not going to work. Because you come right back around to race when you say things like, and I quote, you tweeted Mark Zuckerberg because he says that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to meet with him. Then you insinuated that Mark Zuckerberg did not help you after meeting with you. You say that no one helped you get valuation for your company. You claim that they kept you misinformed. And then this is the kicker. This is the race card you playing, even though you're trying to dance around race. You said learning the valuation of your company was like a slave getting a social security number. You said, Kanye West, the man who's dancing around race, you said learning the valuation of your company was like a slave getting a social security number. Now, how is that not using the race card? You are a walking contradiction. You are soaked up in the head and confused. And then, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I saw an interview with him on TMZ where he basically said, and again, I can go and pull up the interview. This man is just, because I only want to deal with what is factual. I'm gonna keep and as y'all can see, let me just show y'all. I got the interview pulled up. There it is. As y'all can see. Let me go back to what he said on TMZ. He basically insinuated that slavery was the fault of black people. And then he went on as a part of stating that slavery was the fault of black people, he went on to insinuate, hold on one second, y'all. Let me pull up the
I don't think people necessarily understand what happened last week with the Make America Great Again hat. What are you trying to do with the message you're sending?
Well, it was really just my subconscious. It was a feeling I had, like people were taught how to think, we're taught how to feel. We don't know how to think for ourselves. We don't know how to feel for ourselves. People say feel free, but they don't really want us to feel free. And I felt a freedom in, first of all, just doing something that everybody tells you not to do. I just love Trump. That's my boy. Like, it's like so many rappers. You'll look at a video of Snoop Dogg loving Trump, but then he get in the office and now they don't love him. Like,
I just love Trump. That's my boy. I just love Trump. But then you turn around and you talked about, remember we talked about Bush? You said Bush doesn't care about black people. Now all of a sudden you love Trump. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That ain't even it. That ain't even the kicker. Hold on.
Trump is one of rap's favorite people, right?
But we talked about this, that before he was elected president, people in hip hop, it was an in thing to put Donald Trump in your rhyme somewhere.
And by the way, I am in hip hop, but I'm not just in hip hop. I'm a black person in the black community, but I'm not just that. I feel like one thing is people try to
There he goes playing the racial card again. I'm black, but I'm not just in the black community. Well, we know that. You're a part of the human race. But you can't separate your blackness when you go back, when you turn around and you say things like Mark Zuckerberg, you insinuate that Mark Zuckerberg didn't help you valuate your company. And then when you found out the valuation of your company, you say it felt like a slave getting a social security number. You can't have it both ways, Kanye West. Hold up.
Minimize me to artists, hip hop, black community. Yeah, I'm always gonna represent that, but also represent the world. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. And I quote, when you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Kanye, that's just like blaming a victim of rape for being raped. Is that a choice too? Is it a choice too? This man, hold on. Let me just let y'all finish hearing this.
Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? It's like we're mentally in prison. I like the word prison because slavery goes too direct to the idea of blacks.
His mother, his dark-skinned mother, must be rolling over in her grave. She's got to be rolling over in her grave, y'all. For this man to sit up here on national TV, because TMZ is a national television show. And Jason, what are you talking about? You said, sister, you are not conscious. Just another lost sheep watching CNN. I didn't watch that on CNN. Hold up. Let me clarify something. Let me tell you something. I think for myself. I don't have to watch nobody on CNN and get no commentary, boo. This is my original thought process. I did not watch CNN. I'm watching and listening to the words that are coming out of Kanye West's mouth. Let's get that cleared up. Let's get that real clear right now. Okay? I've watched and listened to Kanye West's interview with Charlemagne, the words that have came out of Kanye West's mouth. So Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, does not have to sit and watch what other people say or think to formulate my opinion. I can go directly to the source. In this case, it's Kanye West. Okay? I went to the source and I'm listening to what comes out of Kanye West's mouth, and I'm giving my dark-skinned activist commentary. So don't come up on here telling me that I'm going listening to some commentator on CNN. No, you got the wrong one. Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, is the thought leader. Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, the first woman in the world to create the platform for dark skin, is the thought leader. Let's get that real clear. And let me tell you something. As a part of the science of dark skin activism that I began way back in 98, before social media, I've been going in on black rappers that do not like black and dark skinned women. This is nothing new for me, honey. This is the lane that I created. So if anything, people may be watching me and getting thought processes from me. So let's get that clear. So what you need to do, maybe here's what you need to do. Maybe you need to research me. Google me, Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist. Go to my channel and watch some of my interviews. Google Rashida Strober interviews on YouTube. Honey, this is original thought. I don't need to formulate my thoughts again from sitting there watching other people and regurgitating what they're saying. I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay? Get that cleared up. queenofdarkskin.com. queenofdarkskin.com. If you go back to my 2014 interview, let me give y'all some history, because some of these people are not understanding the dark skin activists. So let me clarify. This is my lane, honey. This is my lane. The dark skin lane is what I created. If you go back to my 2014 interview, let me go pull that up, because people need to I have to clear this foolishness up, y'all. I have to clear it up. I have been speaking on black men who have a disdain for dark-skinned women for years. So let's go all the way back. Let me pull it up. Because this guy completely does not know what he's talking about at all. But let me help you. Okay, so I'm thinking, going back to Tommy Sotomayor, I'm thinking that there's some issues going on with Tommy Sotomayor and his videos being taken down. So that video appears to not be up here, but I have the video. I have a copy of the original video. I have it. Anyway, I have a copy of that original video, and I may release that video on my channel. Apparently, there's some issues, and I don't know the details, that's going on with Tommy Sotomayor's channel, where all of his videos appear to be gone. I do not know what is going on. But the bottom line that I want to make, and I have that video from 2014, when Tommy Sotomayor asked me to come on his show. He and I got into a debate about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. This was 2014. We are now in 2018, honey, where I was speaking about the hypocrisy of Kanye West and not choosing to marry a woman that looks like his mother, a dark-skinned woman. And Tommy Sotomayor and I went back and forth. Now, like I said, apparently I just went and Googled it. Usually the video would pop up like that, but apparently there's some issues going on with Tommy Sotomayor's channel. I don't know that, but I do have that original video that I actually saved. I have that particular video. Let's get that clear. Hold on. Because I actually downloaded that video, and I'm going to re-upload that video. I have it on my computer. I told y'all I only deal with what is factual. There it is. There's the video right there. skip ahead.
I am Tommy. Bitch. All my guests gotta do this. They're gonna be my shit. If Karen can do it, anybody can do it. Listen, y'all, that was a great interview that I had with Karen, and it was great because I love to hear women talk that type of talk. I love to hear women sit up there and say, you know what? A lot of times these
skip ahead.
As equally as beautiful or dark-skinned black women. If I can get a white man, how should he feel?
It's not okay. It's not right. I believe that it's...
Wait a minute. Why not?
I'm going to tell you why. Here's my rationale for that. Deal with black women too much. And a lot of people have asked me to address black women who date outside of their race. But to be honest with you, I don't really deal with that too much. And
why not? Wait a minute. Why not?
I'm going to tell you why. Here's my rationale for that.
Because you said we, not they. I want to preface this. You said we need to stick together, not they. So how can you say we, but then discount half of the we?
Right, because I believe that black men are the strongest link. I believe that it's black men's responsibility to uphold their women and say, you know what, my woman is beautiful, we love her, we support her.
So when that woman decides you're not handsome, it's okay?
Excuse me?
When the black woman who decides to date a white man, when she does it, that same black man who's saying, my woman is beautiful, my woman is this, when she goes out and get a white man, how should he feel?
It's not okay. It's not okay either.
But you said you want to address it. So you talked about, what I'm saying is what you're saying is unfair. Because you just talked about the black boy who turned over the table because he had been treated bad. But you're saying, screw him, let's address the women.
No, here's what I'm saying. About division. What I'm about is calling to black men.
So let me ask you something. You said that you are part Indian.
On their arms. They're visually telling you that I don't give a damn about you, black woman. Don't
say, I can kick it with this woman.
Free earth, out of all the billions of people to match up with his new
let me tell you why I don't think he could.
There's no way on God's free earth, out of all the billions of people on earth, that a rich black man like a Kanye West can convince me that he could not have found a black woman with the attitude, with the swag, with the look, with whatever he wanted to match up with his new wealth.
Let me tell you why I don't think he could. Tell me another woman like Kim Kardashian who is wealthier than him. Go ahead, tell me another black woman who is wealthier than...
Okay, so let me stop that. So as y'all can see, that's the video right there with me and Tommy Sotomayor going back and forth at the end. I'm going to release that on my channel. Going back and forth about Kanye West in 2014. So again, for the person that came on here and made that comment, honey, you do not know what you're talking about. But I'm going to move on from that. Because I like to deal with what is factual. I like to deal with what is truthful. I don't like to come up on here lying to the people because that's not what Rashida Strober does. Anyway, hold on one second. Anyway, like I said, tonight I'm going to be on the Star Chamber and we're going to be I'm going to talk about Kanye West again because I've been talking about him. I've been, as y'all could clearly see in this argument, debate, whatever you want to call it, with Tommy Sotomayor back in 2014, we were basically sitting up here arguing about whether or not Kanye West could have found a woman that had the qualifications in regards to wealth that Kim Kardashian has. That's what the discussion was on in that particular regard. But the whole thing about it is, why wouldn't you want to find a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, Kanye West, and give that wealth to, when you know the situation that black people are in? That was the whole issue to me. But of course, I was on Tommy Sotomayor's show, and when you go on people's shows, when sometimes you're not controlling the conversation. Okay, Tommy Sotomayor had control over everything. He had control over it. At the end of the conversation, he even cut me off. That's part one of it. I don't even know if I have part two, but I know that is part one of that particular interview that I did with him in 2014, where we went back and forth about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Okay. So I don't know where you coming from with all this. I'm watching CNN. Let me tell you something. There's no TV in here. If I walked you through here, I don't watch TV. Okay. And the reason why I'm speaking on Kanye West is because I was specifically asked to come onto a program and speak on and give my commentary on Kanye West's interview with Charlemagne. Okay, that's the reason why I'm revisiting this whole Kanye West thing. But the bottom line is, as the dark-skinned activist, one of the main things that I have been doing for years, well before social media, is speaking on black men who, when they become rich and famous, they completely dismiss and get rid of, particularly the dark-skinned black woman. I have been giving commentary on that for years, so that is nothing new for me. So please do not insult my intelligence. Please do not insult my intelligence by coming up on here telling me that I watched CNN. And furthermore, let me just say this. Let me say this, because this is something that you need to understand. Watching multiple sources after getting to the source, because I believe you got to go to the source. That's why I watched the interview with Charlemagne and Kanye West, because I wanted to hear the words that came out of Kanye West's mouth. But what I will say, as a person that is intelligent, as a person that is scholarly, a person that is fair, a person that is balanced, I do, and you do, anybody out there that wants to commentate on socio-political issues, you have a responsibility to look at all sources anyway. So if I did look at CNN, and so it is my intellectual responsibility to get all sides of the argument. But in this particular case, all I had to do was go listen to the interview, which I watched at least 4 times, and get Kanye West's words straight from the horse's mouth. And that's exactly what I did. Okay, so let me okay. So once again, I just put the link there. I believe I put the link for the Star Chamber. I'm going to be on the Star Chamber tonight. I'm going to be discussing Kanye West interview with Charlemagne. I was asked to come on the Star Chamber, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. And I just put the link to Star Chamber's channel, YouTube channel. I just put it here. Hopefully you guys can see that. You guys can go there and you can watch this interview, because we are going to talk about it. And I think it's very important for me to talk about this for the simple fact that Kanye West is an influencer. And a part of that influencing is he is influencing the black male. He is influencing young, black, impressionable black men. And what I don't want is for them to look at Kanye West and think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is the meaning of being black, a black man, being weak. I gotta go get me a non-black woman. I gotta, I can't get with a fully all the way black woman and have wealth at the same time. I just put the link there. So I take issue with that. And I'm very happy that I'm going to be speaking on it. So anyway, in the meantime, make sure y'all go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel, which is Rashida Strober. All you got to do is go to YouTube, type in Rashida Strober, and subscribe. Because for the first time in the history of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, I am going to be doing the Dark Skin Activist Tour live pay-per-view, where anybody anywhere in the world will be able to watch me live. And I'm going to be releasing all the information on my channel. So make sure you go to my channel and subscribe. Also, make sure you go, man, I got so many dark skin products in terms of books and till it's not even funny. So go to my website, queenofdarkskin.com. Check out the website. Y'all need to do y'all history on me, because some people haven't done it. You can't just, you can't just go to one source, as I was talking about earlier. Go to my website, queenofdarkskin.com, and there you're going to find information on my books, You're going to find information on my thought processes. You're going to find all types of information there. Also, I'm going to encourage you to donate. Get the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Kanye West, you really need to read that book because you, my friend, have committed severe acts of darkism. And you, my friend, are making it really, 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 really bad on the black community by making comments like, you know, it's black people's fault that they were enslaved. Like this. Good morning, Aniko. Good morning. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I got to finish watching this interview for the umpteenth time. Once again, I want to invite y'all to join me tonight on the Star Chamber. I put the link there. All y'all got to do is click that link and go to the Star Chamber's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's all y'all have to do. And y'all will be able to watch the discussion there where we're going to be talking about Kanye West's interview with Charlamagne and its impact. That's what we're going to be discussing tonight, y'all. And I got a lot to say. Let me go ahead and finish watching this interview and finish taking my notes because I'm ready. I'm ready. It's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark-skinned, Rashida Strober, the woman that created the first platform in the world for dark-skinned, Rashida Strober. I want y'all to go and I want y'all to watch this interview tonight that I'm going to be doing with Star on the Star Chamber, where I'm going to be breaking down my perspective, the dark-skinned activist perspective of the interview that Kanye West just completed with Charlamagne. Okay, it was just released. I watched the interview this is about my fourth time watching the interview. When I get off of here, I'm going to watch the interview, continue to watch the interview again, because actually I'm at the end part of the interview where he's in, it's interesting because he's in, looks like he's in some type of art gallery. Show it to you guys so you guys can just see my screen there. I don't know where they're at, but
Distracted and manipulated and allow things that, you know, my mama made me to never be manipulated. And
you know, that's another thing he talked about. That, see, every time I watch this, it's so emotional for me to watch. Again, as a dark-skinned black woman. Now he's talking about his mother. He's talking about the legacy of your dark-skinned mother. I don't understand how this man could sit here and talk about the legacy of his beautiful dark-skinned mother that raised you, that is the reason why you became the brilliant talent that you became, which I'll give you that. I'll never take, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'll never take away someone's brilliance as an artist, because I'm an artist myself. I get that. I understand that. But what you've done, Kanye, is you've disgraced your own mother. I can't speak for your mother in terms of how she would feel about you marrying a non-black woman. And you talk about this idea continuously. It's so much I got to say, y'all. He talks about this idea of wealth building, but I noticed that he doesn't mention it in the framework of black wealth building, because you got this white woman that you're giving all the money to. How's that building the black? You are so full of contradiction. Oh my God. It's disturbing, y'all. Drink my chamomile tea. I'm trying to get off of here. It's disturbing. I agree, Aniko. It's disturbing. His behavior is, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Black people, y'all know, some of y'all that's been following me, y'all know I done said a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something. At the end of the day, I would never, ever, 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 ever turn my back. No matter how much money I got, no matter how much fame I got, no matter what I have to go through, I would never turn my back on black people. I would never become wealthy and famous and feel that I had to go and validate myself by marrying a non-black man. I would never do that. That to me is treasonous behavior. And then I would never turn around and start saying things that were hateful towards black people, that cast black people in a bad light. that blame black people for their own victimization. Like blaming the African slaves. You dark skinned and you sit here and you blame the African slaves for being in the position that they were in. That to me is heartless and that's cold. Like I can't respect you. And honestly, I was trying to. Me watching this video, this interview with him is a big step for me on an emotional level in terms of dealing with black men who I feel have discarded dark-skinned black women once they have achieved a certain level of fame and power and monetary wealth in the society. Watching that, I mean, for me, it's an accomplishment. But to see you throw black people under the bus, you talk about your mama, but I can just only imagine how your mama is turning over in her grave because of your actions. How could you, Kanye West? How could you? You are. Ah! I gotta get out of here, y'all, because I'll just keep talking. It is, Aniko. I mean, this guy is, you can't pay me to disrespect the elders. He even insinuates that speaking on the elders from the past is outdated. Y'all, it's really sickening. The level that some black people would stoop to in their quest to be famous, in their quest to be respected and accepted by white people. And I think that we can all learn from Kanye West on what not to do if you acquire wealth and fame. I think that the black man, young black males watching him, because it's a lot of them out there that's watching him, because remember, your roots are in rap music. That's a black thing, boo. You'll never be able to escape that. That's what got you to the level that you at. That's why you have the ability to take all that money and fame and wealth and power and put it in the hands of a white woman, Kim Kardashian. That's why. Let's not forget that. Black people, black culture puts you there. The origin of music comes from black people. The origin of black music of any kind, the origin, I would argue, of music of any kind comes from black Africa. Let's not get it twisted. So for you to SHIT on black dark-skinned African slaves is just, you beneath me. You brag about your $1 billion company, but boo, you beneath me. You beneath me. You're not even on my level. With all your money, with all your power, because you think you got the power, but you don't. A lot of these people think they got the power, but you ain't got the power. You ain't got no power. In fact, you're powerless. Because a powerful black man would have no problem with having a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman on his arm once he achieved a level of success and fame and money and notoriety in a society. A powerful black man wouldn't have a problem with that. A secure black man wouldn't have a problem with that. You're not powerful. You're weak. You're psychologically weak. With all your money, you still weak. You're not a king. You don't have a queen on your side. You think that you're a king, but in actuality, you're the peasant. Bill Cosby, take note. Take note, Kanye West, Bill Cosby. Take note. What's up, Mr. Poppies? That's right, it's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark skin, Rashida Strober, the first woman in history to create a platform for dark-skinned Rashida Strober. Don't get it twisted. queenofdarkskin.com. I gotta get out of here, y'all. But once again, I'm gonna be on the Star Chamber tonight. I put the link to Star's YouTube channel, and we are gonna be talking about this interview with Kanye West and Charlemagne. queenofdarkskin.com.